We're back on take 5 probably of this, but we're back after 2 months. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest pitfalls with getting into self-help and self-development. You're probably watching this video because, like myself, you've decided that you want to improve, and that is a really good thing. Never let anyone tell you that trying to be better is a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. The entire selling point for self-help is you want to be better, and somebody has the answer for it. I make these videos because I want to help people. I'm trying to give an answer or some form of an answer to questions that I had when I was younger. And I'm still young, and this channel is mostly for myself because I'm just constantly running into the same problems at different stages of my life and answering those as I go along. So I'm documenting this process. But self-help has this great pitfall, and that pitfall is that it's highly profitable. Because usually you're in a situation that you want to change, and you might be so desperate to change that situation that you're willing to pay a lot of money to try and get out of it, to try and find some secret answer, right? Some made up idea that's going to be the secret to riches, to happiness, to looking the best you can possibly look. Whatever, choose your thing in the self-help world. You have to question why you want to change. Intention is the leading principle for how you embark on this journey. Somebody who has a fitness goal is going to look at things very differently to somebody who's already in shape, but maybe has a relationships goal or a finance goal. You see, the internet is full of people who want to provide the answers, and that can be a really good thing and a really bad thing. The way that food makes up the diet of what you put into your body, information is the diet of what you put into your mind. This is a principle of if there is bad food and good food, you're obviously going to choose what's healthiest for you, right? What the good food is. When it comes to information, there's good and bad information, but it's all sold under the idea of it being good for you. The same way that food companies market unhealthy foods as being healthier by adding a label like low in salt or low in sugar or high in protein, or again, it's all marketing at the end of the day. But we only have a finite amount of time on this planet, and we have to make decisions that actually propel us further towards our goals instead of wasting our time. And the pursuit of bettering oneself, self-improvement, self-development, self-help, whatever you want to call it, can end up being a waste of time. You see, the catch is you can drown yourself in podcasts, books, and YouTube videos for hours and hours on end without actually doing anything or changing anything in your life. You could be a year in, 5 years in, 10 years in, and just have read more books, have more knowledge, but be in the same position you were in before. The reason is because you didn't take action. You see, action is king. And if you look at the highest performers, the highest achievers, people who are making progress, people who have the things that you want, it's almost undoubtedly because they were able to take action. And once they'd learned the information, they applied it as soon as they could. There was a minimal gap between learning the information and actually taking action on that and bringing it together. Remember, your ego loves to tell you that you're better than you are, especially when you're doing things in the self-help world, like listening to podcasts on the subject, reading books, watching YouTube videos. The ego loves to inflate itself to make you feel like you're better. Power is in humbling yourself and realizing the line between this mental masturbation and actually taking action on those things. So don't be a junkie. Make sure that what you're taking in is actually translating to real changes in your life. Write it down, keep a scorecard, take tallies of what you're doing, write down exactly what you're taking in, how you're going to turn that into an actionable step, and then execute on that actionable step. Without that last part, without actually executing, it is all a complete waste of time. I would say anecdotally that reading has changed my life. Podcasts have changed my life, right? YouTube videos have changed my life. Not the ones I'm making because the channel's too small, but you know, it's helping me in that way. But the content from other people on these various platforms or through books and podcasts, the information in those has allowed me to make changes in my life, but only through action, because I have listened to plenty of things that I haven't taken action on, and those hours have just been lost. All right, I've forgotten about the lessons because I didn't apply them. I forgot what to apply because I didn't reiterate them, okay? They just basically went into the ether of my mind and then were forgotten. Low and no cost education has never been more available to humanity than it is right now, okay? You have access to some of the best online lectures, golden conversations there are out there to listen into, to learn, all right? If you want to learn any subject, it's practically free or very low cost. You have the entire internet at your disposal, and it's mostly free to use. So I would encourage you to take advantage of that and realize how much potential there is out there. The world might seem uncertain, but I don't think it's ever going to seem certain. So educating yourself, taking your future into your own hands has never been easier. But remember, it's also never been easier to do nothing.